Hey guys, and welcome back to more World of Guns gun disassembly. Today we're doing a PLR 16. So when I first looked at this weapon, I thought it was an SMG. I hadn't heard of it before, so looking at it, I thought it looked like an SMG. It's actually a semi-automatic pistol. The PLR stands for pistol long range. So, if you look at those rounds, they're actually just normal 5.56 millimeter pistol rounds, or not pistol rounds, but rifle rounds. So that's interesting. Like, it's not particularly odd because, or like, not ridiculous, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because most pistols use 5mm rounds anyway, so it's not really that much of a deviation, but I thought it was just a little bit different, so pretty interesting construction for a pistol, but still standard. I think it looks more different than it actually is, because a lot of the pieces are relatively like what they should be. Put the bolt assembly back in, put the pistol grip back in, spacer, bolt assembly. No. See, like, that's another thing I have a problem with. If you click on the piece, it doesn't pull in, but if you click on the pin, it pulls this up. So you should actually click on this, and it should pull this up, then the pin should go in. That's some of the stuff I have kind of objections with in this game, but it's stuff you have to kind of let go on. So that's our field strip. Let's hop to our disassembly. So I'll move our magazine. Dismantle the magazine assembly. Okay, so I'll do it as we did our field strips. Screw washers. Okay. Remove the assembly pin. Pull off the spacer. And pistol grip left. So we're going to go from back to front. So want to pull out pistol grip right. That's different. Usually they make you pull out the pins and the grip separately. Okay, so that one you just pull out the whole side. This one you actually have to pull out the spacers. Like, again, kind of take offense to that. It's like, why make me do two different things on two different sides of the weapon? A little bit odd, but not the end of the world. Okay, so is that not a screw? No, I guess maybe it's not. Oh, it's on this side, I think. Oh no, it's just a thing. It just makes you think like there's a screw hole because I have highlighting on, so I couldn't actually see because the highlight kind of blocks you from seeing. So I thought it was another screw. Not the end of the world. So pull out the trigger axis. You can move the whole trigger. By the way, that was the receiver spreader. No one has to know what a receiver spreader does, but probably something to do. Well, we'll see. I'm not sure actually. I have any idea what the trigger spreader does. Trigger block. Ooh, that little piece doesn't pull off. I guess it's manufactured in there. Okay. So move the magazine catch. Move the mag well. Move the bolt stop. Okay, remember we just keep moving forward. Bolt assembly. Oh, you had to click there to actually click on the bolt. Pull out the firing pin. Odd name, but it makes sense because this is the firing pin, so that's the pin for the firing pin. So it would be called the firing pin, but this sounds a little bit odd. Pull out the bolt. I want to pull off the piston head. Pull out the pistol recoil spring. And then pistol recoil tube and the piston rod. Okay. Now we can dismantle the bolt head. Pull out the ejector assembly. The extractor assembly. Okay. So now we can pull off the rear open sight. Pull off the long thread projector. Front side assembly. Front sight assembly. Okay, that pulls out the pin there, gas head, compact fore and bolt nut, barrel extension pin, and you bolt the barrel. Thought you'd pull off this picanti rail. Or is that manufactured into the gun as well? Very well could be. Barrel retainer and barrel extension. Perfect. So that's our disassembly. We'll hop back into our reassembly here. Barrel extension, barrel retainer, barrel. We put it back on our site. Well, because we may as well do it in order we took stuff off. No, we didn't put the forend nut. Oh yeah, I'd put this extension pin in first, then the nut. Front side. Oh, gas head goes in first before the front side assembly. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I thought there was a gas. No, the gas piston's over there. So the front side assembly goes on next. Followed by the long thread projector, extractor, ejector, piston rod, pistol recoil tube spring, recoil tube, piston head, bolt, cam pin, firing pin, and the pin. Pull the magazine assembly over here. Okay, so bolt stop, mag well, mag catch, fun there. Oh, that's the hammer one. Trigger spring, trigger block. Oops, sorry, sear pin, trigger. Oops. Oh, I guess either can go in. I meant to click on the spreader, but hammer is fine as well. Trigger axis, safety, stock spacer 3, stock spacer 2, stock spacer 1, stock spacer. Okay, that's something else. Okay, throw the pistol grip right back on. Okay, bolt assembly goes back in, put back on the bolt assembly, pistol grip left, spacer, assembly pin, then the screw washers, and lastly the magazine. Perfect. So let's hop into operation and look at how this bad boy works. Ooh, a lot of stuff to do here as well. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Brief interruption there, but anyway, we'll hop into the operation. So as I mentioned, it's semi-automatic. So pull the trigger and it fires. So run through a couple rounds here quickly. And 4. So let's quickly load it. Hop into 2. Okay, so as it's semi-automatic, do we even want to be in 3? Yeah, 3 is actually better. So trigger is pulled, which releases. Okay, well, rather I should show you this. Okay, so there's this little piece here is what stops the hammer from flying back. When the trigger is pulled, this shifts down, which releases the hammer, which strikes the firing pin. Okay, firing pin fires, gas goes up, pushes back the gas piston, which cocks the weapon and loads the next round. As we all know, both semi-automatic weapons, that's how they work. Okay, loads the next round, you fire again, release the hammer, and the same happens. So yeah, pretty much when the gun is cocked, it gets the hammer back into the firing position. So, like, that's what the cocking is. So, pretty basic, nothing too exciting to see here. Wouldn't really say. Definitely nothing you haven't seen before. So let's see what we have for bosses. So we have a 20 meg, which is cool. But like you've probably seen 20 megs before. So this is a straight meg. Okay, they're just two different colored. I thought it might be a curved meg. Sometimes they have curved megs, but makes sense. And then always you can unload rounds if you want. Okay. Okay, you can throw a handguard in. This is what's actually in the picture. So, we'll throw a suppressor on there as well. Makes it sound way different. So the picantes here, you can have a couple choices of scope. Actually, we're going to keep our scope now. So right now, here's our sight. And as like all these guns, you can change up the sight, so I have no sight or sight. So I want to show you that first before we start throwing on some of these other things. Otherwise, suppressor, you can also have a flash hider, which you can see there. And now, so it kind of reduces the flash, obviously, that's why they come flash hiders. But personally, suppressors I find are much cooler, So the other thing you can throw on is a flashlight. Turn that bad boy on. And there's two types of scopes you can have. You can have an optical scope like that, or you can have a holographic sight like that. So it's kind of your choice. Okay, so what's... Wait off. Okay, you can't have the grip and the flashlight. So the grip's just a little grip like that. So you can grab it at the front. The flashlight includes a grip though, so flashlight's kind of superior. And the last thing we forgot is the safety. Is it? Yeah, safety's right here. Red it means it's a go. If you can't see the red, it means it's not. So you guys have all seen this before though, but so anyway guys, thanks for coming out for more World of Guns Disassembly. We'll be back in the next one for more. Thanks guys. Later.